In 1992 I was 20 years old and my town, Kozarac in northwestern Bosnia, was attacked by Bosnian Serb army, which was led by Mladic. According to my information, it was attacked with 23 heavy weapons, between 5,000 and 10,000 people as far as I know, soldiers, while we were almost unarmed. There were some groups of guys who had some weapons to defend, so the city was kind of defended for 1.5 days only, after which we surrendered. And I mean because I didn't even fight. And after this, the army just get to the city, started burning the villages. The girl with me, her house and her village was first one to be burnt. I saw it with my own eyes. They were shooting at civilians. I know, for example, that there was a shell which killed 3 sisters in 1 second. After this, there was a long story what happened, but let's say on 30th of May, so 6 days later, I ended up in concentration camp Omarska, which is the most notorious camp probably in Bosnia. For your information, between 700 and 1,000 people, we don't even know yet, are killed, murdered only in 3 months period. I was there, I was completely exhausted, beaten once. Most of us were beaten and then tortured. Heard screams of people dying every day. I was looking at the images of Sarajevo and shelling every day. I can't imagine that this would happen today in Europe, in our time. And it's only 20 years ago.
How much did you personally hold Mladic responsible for what happened to you?
You know that, as I said, his army attacked all the villages where we lived, the town even, the city of Prijedor. They were walking into the houses of people, getting people out, soldiers. I even know some people stayed. I remember a friend of mine told me they were even forced to wear white ribbon like Jews wear the David star in order to be recognized on the streets as non-Serbs. So this is what we speak about. Furthermore, the buses with which I was brought to the camps went first to the barracks of the army to get fuel. So obviously he collaborated with this. And one more thing, in his diaries, it's all on internet, he wrote once in '93, a year later, that there was a colonel from Prijedor coming to him and asking for help to get rid of 5,000 bodies. And then he said, I don't want to have anything with that. So he was kind of telling them, deal with it, whatever you want. Meaning he knew also what happened there, because he's saying 5,000 bodies in Prijedor.
You were in the courtroom today as the trial began. What did you were pretty close to Mladic. What was your reaction to seeing him in this court 17 years later?
Well, in the beginning there was no particular reaction. I just was glad to see this man there. I mean, I'm not glad to see people behind in jail because I was there too and I know how it feels, but he deserves it. But then he started to smile at me, and he even showed like this, you know, thumb up, and looked at me, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. I mean, people even thought I'm a kind of his cousin or something. And I did the same to him, because I felt good that he's there. And I did like this, and I started smiling back and said, okay, good for you to sit there. I'm glad I can watch you from this side. Be free man while you are there to defend yourself if you want for what you did.